I used to wake up every single day feeling absolutely awful. I felt like a complete zombie, like so many people do nowadays. So many men wake up, they don't get anything productive done, they move slowly, they move like sloths. It is not good whatsoever, because feeling productive, being actually productive, getting focused, being dialed, moving your life forward is one of the best feelings in the world. And I'm so far out of this now, and it's so much better. And I'm going to teach you exactly how I done it. First of all, we've got to understand why I felt like this, or why you feel like this as well, and what you can do to actually fix this and to feel dialed, sharp, and just like an absolute savage every single day. There are a few reasons why, and the first one is your circadian rhythm. If we don't have this aligned, we are always going to feel bad. No matter if everything else is dialed, this is going to be an absolute nightmare if we're trying to feel good, because think of this like a clock that looks more like a tick in a circle, but it's a clock, right? Think of your circadian rhythm as your body's internal clock. If this is misaligned, we're just all over the place. Our body's not doing the right things at the right time. We're going to have low energy during the day, and we're going to be wired at night, which is the nightmare. We don't want to be doing that whatsoever. How do we actually align this? Because everyone can realign this. If you think you're a night owl, you're not. You've actually just got problems with your circadian biology. Sun/light is very important. You want to get this in the morning especially. This is the most important time. And you want to get light in your eyes and sun on your skin throughout the day. It doesn't matter if it's winter. It's winter for me at home at the moment. I still get light in my eyes in the morning and during the day. It's so important because light is information to your brain what time of day it is. And what it does is it aligns this internal clock, our circadian rhythm, so we know what time of day it is. We also need to be on like a consistent sleep schedule, because otherwise we're going to be waking up if we're waking up at like 11 a.m, then one day we'll wake up at 7 a.m, we're going to be all over the place. Like, this is not an option if we don't want to feel like a zombie. Consistency, 7 days a week, you've just got to get used to it. I'll wake up 6 a.m, 6:30 in the morning every single day, Saturday, Sunday, it doesn't matter, because it's easy now, because you do it for so long. You just wake up and you're awake and you feel good, you feel fresh. You don't need to lie in because you're doing all the right things. You don't need to catch up on sleep because you should be getting quality sleep anyway. And that sort of brings me on to my next point that ties into this of why you feel like a zombie, going away from circadian rhythm reasons, is your sleep. Like, if your sleep isn't completely dialed, if you're not getting 8+ hours a night of high quality, consistent sleep in an optimized sleep environment, this is going to be a problem. It's going to make you feel like a zombie. This is like the foundation of your entire life. If you're getting bad sleep, everything else is going to take a hit. And when I say everything, absolutely everything. Your testosterone, your quality of life, your energy, your drive, your motivation, your willpower, your social battery, it's all going to decrease if you're not getting good sleep. Luckily, I'm going to teach you how to get good sleep in this next section here, because I'm the best sleeper I know, the best sleeper on the internet, and I wake up every single day thinking, wow, what a sleep that was. And this is a pretty obvious one, but your diet, what you put in is what you get out. If you're putting in loads of junk, loads of ultra processed foods, you're going to feel awful. Why would you be doing this as a man? You have so much potential, especially as a young man, to feel absolutely incredible. I don't understand why anyone would not take this very, very seriously. Obviously, you have a bit of cake once in a while. It's not going to kill you. But if your general diet is bad, this is going to be a major problem for your testosterone, your hormones, your focus, your energy. You're going to feel awful. We have to fix this. This was probably the biggest initial change I ever made in my life in terms of making a jump from feeling awful to feeling great. Because sleep is something I've only dialed in like the past 6 months. Diet's been multiple years now. And when I made that change, absolutely insane. And there obviously are other things that make you feel better, but foundationally, if you fix these things, you're no longer going to feel like a zombie. What can we do effectively to fix these things? With circadian rhythm, obviously we've got light, sun. You want to go out on walks during the day, getting out in nature. Also like grounding, where you go out on like soil or grass or sand or whatever with your bare feet. This stuff actually works. There's not loads of research on it, but there is research that does shows it helps reduce your stress, helps align your circadian rhythm. And obviously getting a consistent schedule, going to sleep at a reasonable time as well is going to be very important. Sleep, so important. There's so much we can do for this. Obviously I'll run from like foundationally to all the small things you can make and change. Obviously, consistent schedule, 8+ hours a night of sleep. You want to optimize your sleep environment. By doing this means to have a cold, dark and quiet room. You can do magnesium before bed, magnesium glycinate, 400 milligrams. You can do glycine, which is an amino acid. Helps you reduce your core body temperature and get deeper sleep. You can obviously have like an eye mask if you don't have blackout curtains and your room's not pitch black. That's what I do personally. You can watch the sunset. This also helps with circadian rhythm. It cues melatonin, which is what allows you to fall asleep and stay asleep. And I also like chamomile tea before bed. This is something I've done for years. It just helps me wind down. Helps me relax, sort of gives that cue and like that routine of what sort of time it is. And you know, my body just starts getting that relaxed state before I go to bed, which is what you want. You definitely don't want to train, like exercise, close to bed, because you're just going to be in a fight or flight state and you're not going to be in a deep parasympathetic rest mode, which is where we want to be. If you did train in the evening, obviously you do like magnesium and you can do deep breathing and grounding and stuff and have some carbs. That will help, but still you don't really want to be training too close before going to bed. And then diet, put it simply, is you want to eat whole foods practically all the time and have like processed foods rarely, because you know they don't do you any good. So it's got to be worth it. Don't include them in your daily life whatsoever. We want to be eating healthy fats. These are neglected by quite a lot of people. So these are like red meat and eggs. And you know, if you can do dairy and tolerate it, I do. You want to do fresh fruits. And again, you can do vegetables if they work for you. Some people say they're like poison, but then they work really well for a lot of other people. Not everyone is the same. Obviously, you do have to experiment with your diet, but the key element is whole foods and also hydration. Making sure you're getting at least 2 to 4 litres of water a day with enough electrolytes as well. And if you do all of this, you actually implement all of these things into your life. You fix your circadian rhythm, you start getting sun and light in your eyes, you get a consistent sleep schedule, you fix all of the things around your sleep to optimize your sleep, and you have a clean and healthy and nutritious diet. I can promise you're going to no longer feel like a zombie, because who wants to feel like this? Absolutely no one, because I've been there, I know what it feels like, and it's exactly why I created the High Testosterone Blueprint, so I can help guys stop feeling like utter garbage. They can fix their testosterone, their sleep, their diet, their training. Everything gets optimized. They've got a complete roadmap to fix their testosterone and everything around it. So if you want that, you can go and check that out in the description. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value from it. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.